Hey you guys, Morten Oslo here. Welcome to my channel. Quick video, I guess. I just want to show you a couple of things that I bought over the last couple of days. Well, one of them is nearly 2 weeks ago now. I just haven't gotten around to opening it for you yet. And the other one I bought on Friday, I think. And today is Wednesday, so the last thing I'm just going to show, which isn't really music related, I bought on Monday. So first up, I just wanted to show you this. This is Coldplay's Prospekt March EP. I picked this up over at Big Dipper in their second-hand bins, which is often something I forget to check out because I should do maybe more often, because they often have a lot of really excellent things and always in really good nick, I must say. And Prospekt March. So I'm recording this before this video has been shown, but I think this video might come out first. I made a video where I show my Coldplay vinyl album collection, because I bought a bunch of them late this year's summer, I don't know, a month and a half or 2 months ago. They reissued all their studio albums except the latest one, because it was in the same sort of family of vinyl on this these new eco vinyls, and at a very, very nice price, I must say, you know, around your $25 mark for most of them, while a couple of the doubles were a little more expensive. But they didn't reissue in the same sort of, you know, hoopla this EP. And so, I mean, as EPs go, it's fairly full. It's got 8 tracks on it. A couple of them are quite long. These are well, for lack of a better word, mix of mixes and leftover tracks from, you know, the recording of yeah, you know what I mean. I probably write it down there. So I kind of had this on my to-do list for ordering or whatever, because I felt that there was a little bit of a hole in my Coldplay collection, because I sort of feel that this one belongs there. And yeah, now I got it. I paid $20 for this, a second-hand copy. It's in really good nick, as they say. And there is your inner sleeve. And I think this is one of the original. I checked the run-out groove and everything, and this was the one they issued back in, when was this, 2008? Because it has been reissued twice since, almost back to back, I think. Once in 22 or 23, and I think one in 24, I'm not sure. But yeah, so including Life in Technicolor 2, Glass of Water, and Lost plus something like that. You'll see the track listing there. And over the years, the band that got lumped in with the Britpop moniker, because I guess they started around 1993, was Supergrass. And the Supergrass was a band that I bought all their albums when they came out on CD back in the day, and saw them a couple of times live here in Oslo. Last was on their then final tour. Was it the tour for Diamond Hoopla, wasn't it? And that was their last album. But the one before that was this quite mellow album, I remember. Which is now celebrating its 20th anniversary. So all of these deluxe CDs they released so far have been 20th anniversary ones. So Road to Rouen 20th anniversary edition includes remastered original album plus bonus material with a previously unheard studio and live performances. So the only thing I can say immediately, and here the thing is it's considerably thinner looking than the other ones, and that makes me think that it's probably because it still is 2 CDs, but either they don't think this album garners that much interest, or they don't have that much interesting material about them, or it's that they say they don't expect it to be selling as much as maybe the other ones, etc. It's hard to tell, but I do. Suede did a series of these deluxe edition CDs from their first album to the last they released while still in existence. They haven't done anything with their reunion stuff, but they all have the exact same format and size, and I wish they'd kept that up with Supergrass. The reason I haven't bought Supergrass on vinyl, well, it's because I bought a big, beautiful box set with tons of extra material and also CDs in it, which includes vinyl. Picture disc vinyl, but they sound perfectly fine. Would I like to have these on proper vinyl? Well, we all wish for stuff, and yeah, so there you are. There's the gatefold for this, and Rotoir débranché plus. So they have, they split in 2010, I think it was. And they weren't split up that long. Gas has recorded quite a few solo albums. They made an odd record called Rat something, didn't they? But they are playing together again and have done so now for a few years, touring. But doesn't seem to be any interest in recording as Supergrass. So let's see the CD. Very blank, I must say. And there's the. Okay, so the extra the first disc just looks like a reproduction of the original, but this one actually has the band in the studio. Was this their first album where they were 4 members? Because Mr. Combs' brother joined the band as a full member, the keyboard player. And sorry, I should have shown you this. So the booklet came out like this from here, like this, which is nice because it means I don't have to rip apart the cover to get it out. And there we are. So I just showed the 20th anniversary edition of Super Furry Animals Lovecraft, both on CD and vinyl. And the one thing I was a little bit critical about was that this is very bare bones compared to the previous ones. Yes, it has an extra disc. It does have demos and B-sides and all that. So that's not what I was complaining about. But the booklet was completely a complete reproduction of the original, except it didn't have the title of the title on it. And I didn't have anything extra written or anything about that, but this does. So even though this is smaller looking and all that compared to the ones that I've seen in the previous, those are the tracks from the studio album there. Like I said, it has quite a lot written in it here. And we can see pictures of the singles. Something maybe Super Furry Animals could have shown us as well. Although there were only one single from that Super Furry Animal record. So more lyrics and so on. So the extra tracks are on the disc they call Débranché Plus. So they are débranché. I don't know what that means, if it means demo or studio outtake. And then you have as well, you have 2 live tracks. And you have 3 live acoustic, it says. Yeah, on the back there. You can see all those extras there. So that was one more for my Supergrass collection. Like I said, I haven't jumped on the vinyl train for them, but it's very much a band that I was keeping up with back when they existed. They actually played 3 or 4 blocks away from here. It was last year in a festival here in Oslo, but I didn't see them. Finally, I went to Litteraturhuset, the literature house in Oslo, which has a bookshop. And one of the reasons was that it was one of 2 places here in Oslo I found online that had this, so I could buy it in a physical shop. And very nice price, $25. Hardcover, brand new. I think this book came out a month and a half, 2 months ago. And that's the first novel by Woody Allen, What's with Baum. And I'm very excited to have this. I have some of his prosa books and other short stories books from earlier, and he debuts as a novel writer at the age of 89, and it does not look very likely that he will be making any more movies, funding, and he doesn't seem very interested. Of course, this now comes out just before Diane Keaton died, and he did make a statement about that, which I felt was quite typical Woody Allen, but also, I could feel the warmth behind it somewhere. So, Asher Baum, funny, my favorite book is written by Jewish, he's now passed away, the Jewish writer Chaim Potok, and it's called, I think that's my favorite of his books. My Name is Asher Lev. Look it up if you don't. It's a wonderful book. Asher Baum is quietly losing his mind. Can you blame him? A middle-aged Jewish journalist turned novelist and playwright, consumed with anxiety about everything under the sun, Baum's turgid philosophical books received tepid reviews, and his prestigious New York publisher has dropped him. His third marriage is on the rocks, and he suspects his handsome and successful younger brother may have seduced his Harvard-educated wife. He is uneasy with her close relationship with her son, a more successful author than he, and suspicious of her closeness with her neighbor in Connecticut. And in a moment of irrationality, he has impulsively tried to kiss a pretty young journalist during an interview that she's about to go public with him. Is this Rob from High Fidelity? Is it any wonder Baum has started talking to himself? Strangers shake their heads and walk around him on the street. Meanwhile, he learns a startling secret that could cause havoc should he expose it. Should he keep it to himself or reveal it and blow up his marriage? What's with Baum is Woody Allen's first novel, and it is everything you would expect of him and more. A portrait of an intellectual crippled by neurotic concerns about the futility and emptiness of life. An amusing glimpse into the Manhattan publishing world, an evocative love letter to New York, and above all, a slyly entertaining, tightly plotted, highly accomplished work of fiction from one of our foremost cinematic and literary funny I stumbled on that word, talents. Yeah, looking very much forward to diving into that. Maybe I'll read it, maybe I'll do a very rare. Maybe my first book review. I don't know. We'll see. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you would, please click like. That helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Now I'm going to go out in the clearly quite wet Oslo here on the first week of November.